Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats with Eric and Guest. I am your host, E.D. Testerman. And boy, do I have some exciting stuff that happened the other day. We'll break it down dirty. I'm pretty sure this is my first actual visual sighting. I've never been able to fully say that I've had a visual sighting before because not enough to suggest that I did. Well, the other day, pretty sure I have now. Pretty sure I have. So to break it down, what happened was I was on the phone with a buddy of mine. The one that a few months ago had that Ozark howler sighting I've been telling you guys about. And he just got his permission after deer season. Don, for some reason, that's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know why it is, but that's just, I don't know. I just don't know how else to make it any other way. It's just how it does it. No, not digital, actual sighting. So I was on the phone with my buddy who had that Ozark howler sighting, and he was talking about how he talked to the landowner. He said that, hey, Roger, he said that as soon as boar, stop. You're being rude. As soon as deer season's over with, he's going to allow us to come out there and look around the property where that Ozark howler sighting was. Hey, Kevin. So I was on the phone with him. Snow needed to go out and go potty. And stop. And so I went out on the porch, let him out, and all of a sudden I heard something running and looked up and I seen something tall, like around the 7 to 9 foot range tall, kind of black in color, which it was kind of dark in the woods a little bit. So being black would probably be the reason why it looked black. Either way, it was dark colored in the woods. It went running from my right to left, from where my truck's parked in my drive to where my shop is. Which I froze instantly. He's like, holy crap. And this thing moved like wicked fast, which you all know I've talked about it before. I've had a lot of activity out here for 32 years. A lot of stuff happens around my house. I've had gifts dropped off on my porch. A deer carcass at my back, behind my house, around my back window where my dining room is. I've had them mess with me out here all the time next to my window, watch me, tap on the window. I've never been able to actually physically say that 100% I've seen one. I'm pretty sure I seen one the other day. It was awesome. So me and my inquisitive mind, I was like, I need to check this out. So I got off the phone with my buddy, went to the edge of the tree line where I saw this thing, and I'm trying to look in. While I'm doing this, from the other side of my yard at the other tree line, I kept hearing a real loud bird chirp. And this time of day, you generally don't hear birds. You do every now and then, but not very often. And although this sounded like it was close for me, I could tell that it was coming from the tree lines. And I'll play that. Listen for the bird chirps in this video that I'm about to play. Let me get this set up here. Oops. Let's see if we can pick this up. I had something very tall and black run through my woods right there, going that way. And I came to the tree line to check it out. Now, on the other side of my yard, back down that way, I've got a loud-ass bird call coming. Could you guys hear that? Chip, chip, kind of the sound. That was the bird call I heard. Now, of course, hearing it from my end, It was loud as hell. Um, like I said, it had been mistaken as being right there next to you. In all actuality, that tree line back there behind the swing set and the solar panels was where that bird chirp was coming from. And it only happened when I was next to that tree line trying to see if I could see this thing because I still heard it walking around back there. So I wanted to get a visual eyes on it. That's why I went to the tree line. Automatically, I met or called DA up and was telling DA about this. When I got back to my porch, the bird chirping stopped. Once I got away from that tree line, that's when it stopped. And then I kept hearing something from the woods behind, or where that originally came from, except for a different section of it, more towards the back of my property or my house. I was still hearing stuff walking around back there. Now, for the past few nights, every time I've got home at night, I've heard stuff sound like four things on two legs each running from my backyard into the woods, and I can still hear it move around the woods. I've just never been able to get eyes on it because I back my truck into my parking spots in the morning. I just pull out and go. So I've not had the headlights on these things yet, but I can hear them. And it's definitely different than the normal stuff I hear all the time. It didn't sound like a deer. It didn't sound like anything else. It sounded like four bipedal entities rushing from my backyard into the woods and rushing around the woods and moving around, trying to hide when I shine a light there. Every time I move a light in a direction, you can hear it move around, try to hide. Well, the other night, I was on the phone with DA talking to him, telling him exactly what was happening. My daughter comes out. It's like, I need you to help close my window. I can't get it closed. Were you walking around back there? I was like, no, I wasn't walking around back there. She goes, what are you doing? I told her what happened. She goes, I think it's behind us around my window. I kept hearing something on two legs walking around my back window. I said, okay. So I went in there. I shut her window. Snow was smelling something at the tree line and was darting all around the tree line, but he wouldn't go in. The only time I've ever seen him that was when I was collecting that evidence from that peanut butter jar, and we heard some weird stuff. He hauled ass out of the woods. When I got off my live early during that, when I was collecting that evidence because I was trying to find out what happened to the snow. He wouldn't answer my call, which was not like him, and he wasn't around me, which was unusual. And I found him doing the same thing. He was in the field pacing the tree line, but he wouldn't come in. And of course, Boar being Boar, he smelled something and kept trying to go in after it, where I was hearing this stuff walk around back here. And I was fighting with Boar, trying to get him to come in. He'd start following me, then he'd go back out there. Eventually, I had to pick him up and put him inside. So that is what I had happen to me the other day. Chirping could be a cover for its movement. Often cats will mess during chirping of birds. Well, and the thing I was thinking was, I believe what I probably saw was a juvenile, and one of its parents was on the other side back there in that tree line chirping, trying to draw me away from it. Because like I said, it only happened when I was at that tree line. And the dogs were smelling something and going nuts there at that tree line. And then as soon as I moved away from the tree lines, when that chirping stopped. Yeah, I think it was trying to get me away from that area. And I'm a firm believer in it just because of what happened. It stopped when I got away. So if it was an actual bird, it would have still been chirping. It wouldn't have stopped when I got away from the edge of the tree line. Now, I know I have a family group that runs around here. That we all, talked about that on my shows. It was part of the documentary I was in, Byways of Bigfoot. We found 3 footprints together from three different sizes. And it's our belief that it was a family group that comes walking through here all the time. And we suspect that it was a male, a female, and a juvenile. All I can say is I felt like something was there. I just played it, but I can play it again. Give me a second. I'll play it again, William. Let me see if we can pick this up. I had something very tall and black run through my woods right there, going that way. And I came to the tree line to check it out. Now, on the other side of my yard, back down that way, I've got a loud ass bird call coming. So, hey, Larry, that is another thing. Yes, if it was a real bird, you would have seen it, or either flying around, darting at your head, trying to make you leave, or flopping in the grass to make you follow away. Yeah. Thing is, I couldn't find no bird, and it was really, really loud. I know it was hard to hear that on the video, but hearing it in real time, it was very, very loud. I mean, it wasn't like the normal ones I've had before where it was ringing my ears or vibrating my chest, but it was louder than a normal bird. So that's what makes me think, really, really, hey, Larry Sharp, um, that's what really makes me think that it was something trying to draw me away from them woods. So I don't know, man. Can I definitively 100% say that I saw a Bigfoot? No. Can I say I'm about 80% sure I saw one? Yes. The fact of what I saw was around 7 to 9 foot tall, bipedal, and dark. I'm 80% positive I saw one the other night. And it fits in with a lot of activity I've been having out here the past few nights. A lot of activity I've had out here. So it's hard to say. I mean, it really is. That so yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. It's really, really cool. What I had happen. I don't know. What's your guys' thought? What do you think I was seeing out there? I'm waiting on that comment to pop. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's probably true. I've never had one slap the house, Larry Hart. I've had them tap on my window. I'm pretty sure what a few weeks back what I heard in the middle of the night, a loud bang on my porch, and then I come out, my porch was broken. Probably one that was standing on my porch. I've had them leave gifts on my porch during the day, so I mean it's not uncommon. I've heard them messing around my porch and my ramp. Uh, so I mean that's not uncommon out here. Well, from what I seen in the video, you seen a tree line. Well, I didn't capture what I saw in the video. The video was me recording the loud bird chirping that I heard. I didn't catch what I saw on video because I was on the phone with my buddy of mine about getting permission to go out to check out where this Ozark Howler sighting was. No worries, Freaky. So that is not what the video was. The video was me recording the loud ass chirping that I had going on when I was next to that tree line. Possibly. Of course, if I would think if they're doing singing, they'd actually have it in their own words. Possibly. I'm a firm believer that they were trying to get me away from that tree line. I mean, yeah, it could be possible. Of course, from the top of my roof to the about lower middle of my window where they like to tap is around 6 foot difference. So, one thing I'm going to do today, and I'm going to do this tomorrow. I promised you guys when I'd hit 500 subscribers that I would do some book giveaways. So, some signed book giveaways. And so I'm going to be doing that tonight. Yeah, that's kind of what I was telling her. Nope, I have shingles on my roof. Do you know what you saw? Not an alpha adult, but a young. I think it was. I think it was a juvenile, William. I really, really believe it was a juvenile, and I think it was probably its mother or its father that was trying to distract me so it can get away. Yes, they're extremely smart. Hey, Dario. Yeah, they're extremely smart. Um, I forgot to grab these books up. Let me grab them real quick. Okay. Uh, so I'll be thinking of some questions here in a little bit. So I have 5 books that I can sign and give away as a kind of celebration for hitting 500. I have my very first book, Saga Grimson, Book One, The Beginning. I'll probably do 2 today and the other 3 tomorrow. Um, Saga Grimson, Book 2, Black Death. I don't know about that one, Freaky. My the prequel to the Saga is Grimson, Vangerian Guard, Book 1, House of Battle. I thought I had my Jar Book 1, or the Book 1 Emergence, but I don't know. I'll have to double check. And my Mountain Man series, The Dolph's Land Beyond. So we'll be looking at giving those away. I'll sign them before I mail them out. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make it that easy on you, Freaky. Don says a young one could be watching your daughter and you never know what it could be. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, that's why I'm like, okay, what's up? I've always had very good encounters with them out here. And I'll be the first one to tell you, even though at 32 you had nothing but good and peaceful encounters out here, all it takes is one having a bad attitude or the wrong one to ruin that. Been tight this month, but have them in my order list. Sweet, Roxanne. I asked to buy shoes for the weather change. So, but yeah, it's cool, man. No, my daughter's never seen one, but she's heard some strange things. So she'll be starting to go out on investigations with me soon. I've been working on training her when it comes to do investigations, and it's something she wants to do. So on certain investigations, I will be taking her out with me. She does stuff with me around here every once in a while, just because I'm more familiar with around here than I am the other places. Yeah, she knows they're out there. Yeah, and hey, Tracy. Yeah, she knows they're out there, and so it'll be fun getting her into it. Right now, it's kind of hard because she's her senior year, so she's got Project Grad, and she's got her art club, and she's got her theater practices, so it gets kind of hard. I think it is a full it is a fall and the Bigfoot are more active. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And it used to be up until my mom passed away, my dad moved out. Um, I would see them mid to late fall to early to mid spring. Once dad moved out, I've actually had activities here all year round. And in fact, I've told you guys before about when I used to be down in my old trailer, I could swear I had one staring at me through my living room window while I watched TV. During that documentary, we actually found footprints leading up to that window. To a point, she's skittish. To a point, yes. If push comes to shove, she'll be able to do it. She's just as loud as they are and hard as they kick. It makes her skittish. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to force it on her. As much as I want her to learn it, I'm not going to force it on her. So, but yes, we have caves. Missouri's riddled with caves, and I've got all sorts of caves around here. Plus, I'm along the Niagara River, which the Niagara River is well known for Bigfoot and Dogman. Yep. Have you found any markings near your house? Urine or no markings. All I've got is tree manipulations, footprints, and where they're stripping the bark off my cedars for medical purposes. That is pretty much all I've got out here. You know, footprints are hard to see on my land, and I'll give you a good example. My land is very very hard, um, very hard land. So to pull up a footprint is hard, but I'll show you what I mean by that. You can make it out, but it's hard to actually get a defined footprint because as hard as my ground is out here. Both clay and rock. I live in the mountains. Oops, wrong picture. Right there. So you can kind of see where the toe area is here, and it comes down. There's the heel, the arch, comes back into the toe. That is 90% of the footprints I find. You can tell it's a footprint. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but you can tell it's a footprint, but it's hard to make it out in real good detail because it's so hard to get one on my property. The other footprints I find, I've only found one that was really defined. That's in a documentary that I was in. But other than that, it's a little bit more shallower of the footprint than what you've seen there. I can show you kind of some of this other stuff. Hang on a second here. I've showed all this stuff before, but it's no big deal. Like, it's not uncommon to find tree manipulations like this right here. And you see the cedar tree stripped, and I'll show you where it's been pulled out and stuck in the ground. But it's leaned in to make, and this is right outside the game cam triggering area where one of my game cameras are. I find a lot of my X formations right outside the trigger range of my game cameras or around medical places. But you can see where this end of it's stuck in the ground right here. And let's see if I can zoom in on that. You can see how this, after it was stripped, it was actually pulled out and stuck in the ground right there. But how it comes in. And then down here to the left of it is where I got a game cam. Like this in North Carolina, regularly, yep, it will keep you from outing someone knowing you got to dig that damn. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. We grow a lot of rock here in Missouri. This is another one. This is where, you can kind of see here they're kind of propped up against stuff, and then made kind of almost like a teepee here. Um, this is another type of stuff that I get here quite often. That was an angle from where Ron Bowles had me move my game cam. This is actually from one of my game cam. This is actually from that game cam. Trying to catch things over here is where we had that peanut butter and stuff at. And I stopped having activity when I did that. Here's a little bit. You can see a footprint a little bit better on this one. You can see the heel. I was told there was a nest structure just outside of Wablo. That is interesting. I'd like to see that. That's where Earth Magic comes in handily. Don't matter the type of ground. That's there. You can hide a body 10 foot down. Ooh, yeah. But this one here, you can kind of see the toe imprints right here on this one. The arch comes back around. You can kind of see all that right there. You can kind of see the foot, the toes on that. This is rarity to get one with this much detail in it. Yep, I've got quite a bit of stuff like that out here actually. um, this is one of the skulls they left me. I've actually had two like this left on my porch. This is one of them. Let's see, is this a better footprint here? No, it's not. You can see it, but it's just hard. Here's the first skull that I've ever gotten on my porch. So, um, is that the woven one? Nope, that's not the woven one. When you know what to look for, it gets better over time. Yeah. And the more you find stuff, the more you get used to it, the more you can spot it out quicker. Just like my live the other night, I found that stuff, and I was pretty convinced that's what it was, but I didn't have permission to be on the property, so I couldn't do it. Here's another footprint. You can kind of see the toes in that one there. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to reply to that one. Let's see here. This is just another picture of that one. It's a little bit better. You can see it a little bit better being stuck in the ground. You can see how it was broken off and stuck in there. So this is common stuff I find on my property. Very common stuff. Let me get back up here in my other other files. See if I can't find something really good here. So here's a closer view of one. You can make out the toes right there. This was taken a week before we came out and filmed Byways of Bigfoot. That's a pretty good one there. Yeah. Might be an acorn. Yeah, that acorn right there. Yeah. Now I'm talking about these toe marks right here. You can see the outside of the foot right there. You can kind of see where the arch comes in, comes back out right here. You know, this is common. It's so hard to get a print out here. So hard to get a print. Oh, nope, that's the one. Trying to see if I can find that weaved tree. Here's something else that's pretty common. Now this has been bent over, comes around and stuck back in the ground. This is a common one that I find out here. Yeah, puppies. Yeah. Have you heard whoops or any tree knocks in the distance of your property? Sorry for my no worries, Dario. So yes, yes, and yes. So whoops, very common, very common for me out here. Um, Tree knocks. The only time I've had one that I can say was a tree mark was by that thing that was hunting me last winter. Um, I've had chatter. I've heard chatter out here. They've done um, owl calls, dog barks, um, um, some kind of weird bird-like thing. Hey, Cosmic Joe. Some kind of weird bird thing, and they've all rang my ears and vibrated my chest. The bird call the other day didn't ring my ears and vibrate my chest, but it was loud, and I can tell it was coming from a tree line over 100 yards away. So this is something else that's very common. I'll get cedar trees that's been getting stripped, and this one here is roughly 12 foot in the air on this one here, which is not going to be a deer or porcupine. If it was down within that six foot range, I would class 6 foot range and less. I would classify that as deer or porcupine. I'm finding this stuff, 12 to 19 foot up in the air, where you can see where they strip that cedar. And they do that for medical purposes. Cedar bark has a lot of medical purposes to it. This was an interesting weaving they've had. Bionic bird call. Yeah, what you was talking about this morning, Night William. Yes. This is some weird stuff. You can see where they stripped the bark here, kind of stacked it together, started weaving stuff in with it. This is a pretty large area. But this is something else that's also very, very common. where they stick stuff in the ground and twist things around it and stuff like that, creating things. I've had what I call hunting blinds out here. I've had that stuff as well. Oops, crap. Sounds like a screaming loon call. Yeah. This one, I mean, you heard the chirps. Um, yeah. So I mean, that's it. It just adds to a lot of that stuff right there. Um, yeah. Well, I mean, that one threw me off. One threw me off. That's why I recorded it. A lot of trail signs. A lot of trail signs or so. Um, on my merch store with all my merchandise, all the artwork that's in my merch on my merchandise is artwork that I created. So 100% of the artwork on my merchandise is what I created. So if you're looking for some merchandise for several different things, I got several different kinds of lines of merch. That's something to keep in mind. And until November 1st, I have a discount code TBATU20 for 20% off. But yeah, I've got a lot of them, a lot of merch or trail signs. I'm trying to find that one. But this is seeing all the stuff that I find is why I'm pretty sure. Um, oh yeah, this was an interesting one here. You got three trees pulled together and stuck together with stripped bark on the cedar. I find stuff like this too quite often. You see how it's all kind of put together, forming a TP like structure. You can see how everything's all worn down in here. That's all worn down like something's been in there. You see how it's flatter than all this other stuff that's out here. That's all flattened and wore down. That's another very common thing I see out here. So that's why it leads me to what I seen the other day as being my actual first visual encounter that I can 80% say I had a visual encounter. I've had several instances where I've was pretty sure it was a visible encounter, but nothing near as good as what happened the other day. What happened the other day? Wow. Yeah, I mean, and that's in a lot of Bigfoot researches. When you're looking for a Bigfoot area, this is kind of stuff that really draws my attention. One of the first things I look for is in cedared areas, strip cedars. And depending on the height, like I said, anything above 7 foot, it's got strip cedar. I am very interested in that area. 6 foot and under, although it could be a possibility of it being them, it also could be a porcupine or a deer. So when I'm looking for strip cedar, like I said before, I'm always looking for above the 6 foot mark because animals use cedar for the same medical purposes that we do, what Bigfoot does, and stuff like that. So in order for me to find a strip cedar tree, what's going to catch my interest is the height of the stripping. But so yeah, man, that's really cool. Hey, Pacific. I've seen Bigfoot tracks here in Washington State and Oregon. Yeah, oh yeah, that's some really good, really really good areas to be looking for that stuff. Absolutely, you know, absolutely, really good prime areas to be looking for that kind of stuff. Um, I'm trying to see. Oh, you're not going to show me images, are you? Oh, you hoser. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? In which, I've got several things there. I got a lot of acorns, a lot of wildlife, a lot of wildlife. I'm pretty much convinced that was a deer the more I looked into that one. This is one I'm leaning towards possibly. You see the two real bright spots here on the right. It wouldn't be the first time I've caught fingers on my game cams. In fact, this was fogged up, tells me something was close to it and breathing. I've actually had my game cams moved. And one time, if I can get on my old laptop, I've got a picture on there where you can see fingers quite clearly. And when I went out there, my game cam was moved, and I thought it was deer who moved it until I looked at the videos. But this is one of them. Kind of looks like something was messing with my game cam. Cedar makes good bedding material too. Cedar sap is, cedar sap will keep bugs away. It's a real good insulator, real good bug deterrent. It's also got a lot of medical properties to it. Acorns come from oak, right? Yes. Found a tree this summer, not very big, but it had a nice crop of seeds. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a crap ton of acorns being dropped this year. Last time I saw footprints was in Cascade Locks, Oregon. That would be cool. That would be cool to find. Yeah, there. Once you get used to looking for these things, you'll be surprised how often you've seen that and not realized it. Man, I don't know what happened to those pictures. Oh well. Oh well. Um, yeah. For the most part, you also have to be careful because a lot of things that's green today is actually very poisonous for you as well. Willow bark good for pains. Um, Cedar good for inflammation. Also, I believe digestive system, if memory serves me correctly. Um, Stuff like that. But there's a lot of green that's very poisonous too. People don't realize on a cherry tree, if you remove the leaves and they wilt, they literally turn into cyanide. That's one of the reasons why you don't want to keep cedar trees next to your livestock because the like cows will eat it and die because it turns into arsenic and it turns into arsenic. A school and friend and I would go exploring in the woods outside KC. She reminded me of a funny looking structure we saw and never thought anything about it. Still, she could say it could have been Bigfoot. Yeah, I mean, I'm from St. Joe, so and my very first Bigfoot encounter was up in that area. So yes and no. Yes, I've considered it. No, I haven't really wanted to because they're easily hacked into. So if they can hack into that, they can hack into my Wi-Fi. That's what stopped me. The other thing is, I've had too much evidence to show me that cryptids do not like IR. Way too many evidence of that. So that's some of the reasons why I haven't done it yet. Not good for people or animals, but will make a nice liquid bug spray. Yep. Just talked to her the other day when she reminded me of that. That's cool. I mean, the fact that you still have memories of that, yeah. It's wireless ones. Nothing can trip up when sneaking around at night. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Bigfoot had been seen at Smithville Lake more than once. Oh, yeah. I mean, they honestly, up north we called them momos. Down here we call them boogers. There's sightings all over Missouri. Tons and tons and tons and tons of sightings all over Missouri. I was kind of freaked out knowing a Sasquatch had been right there walking around. My buddy and I used to go Bigfooting up in Cascade Locks all the time. We heard and saw a lot of questionable things. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're not used to this type of stuff. Yeah, I can see that easily. They may see IR due to more rods and cones. Yes, exactly. I know a lot of people, I can tell you now, never, 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 ever have I ever caught anything like that on a webcam, on a game cam, anything with IR. Never. Never caught any kind of cryptid on with the game cam. Every single time you'll see them X formations like I showed you in the beginning. It's right outside the triggering range of my game cams. Any time. If I move a game cam within a couple days, I have a new X formation that's put up right outside the triggering range. Smith Bill. I believe I do. Yeah. But if they're on, you don't have the IR. That's how to be tripped. But if they are on, you don't have that. That IR that has to be tripped. You're still putting out an infrared light to be able to lighten up the darkness, though. Why do you think Bigfoot are around our man-made lakes? Food and water. Honestly, food and water. Probably was their territory one time before it was flooded, too. I mean, hugely could be a good possibility. We got to think a lot of our man-made lakes was. There it is. I do have it. Oh, crap. That is it. Yeah, there you go. In our jar book, one emergence, my sci-fi. I knew I had it. I didn't see where I laid it down at. I mean, that's. But, crap, it keeps them up. There we go. But they would get them in daylight. I think a lot of times something that's caught on game cam is either A, accidental, or B, it was what's a polite way of putting it? Somebody faking something to get some clickbait. Oh, thank you, Pacific. I appreciate that. So let's give the first giveaway. Let me think of a good question here. This is to celebrate hitting the 500. And whoever gets, I'll do 2 tonight, 3 tomorrow. And the winner will get a signed copy of one of my books. He was right down here. I think he's in another room. Boar's down here, though. Yes, thank you very much. Be quiet for the moment, for sure. All right, let's think. Yeah, you found your peeps. Okay. Trying to think of a good question here. Man, that's a good one. Can't do that one because I don't know how many people seen the first ones. During last week's show, when I had Jessica Jones on, we did an episode on werewolves. I had posed a theory concerning werewolves and Dogman. Can anybody recall what my theory was? Nope. Nope. That is not the theory. Nope. That was not the theory. Yeah, that ain't no joke. I'll give you guys some time to think about it. That is part of it. That is also part of it. You guys are getting close. But um, Don is probably closer. Don is actually closer. No. I'll give you a hint. My theory is based off of historical encounters. Actually, yes, specific I have. You guys ever figure out where it's coming from? Nope. So, trying to think. Yeah, I heard about it. I just couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if they figured out where it came from. Okay, so I'll have to try again. Um, so my theory was what we call dogman nowadays used to be called werewolves in the old days. So the theory was, I believe they're both werewolves. One is just a natural werewolf where it has a tail. The other is magical made, and that's the ones without a tail. They're both werewolves. One is just born. One of them is created. So yeah, close. You guys were close. Hey, Woo. Um, let's see here. Let me think. 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 Yeah, you guys were pretty close. Um, yeah. Think of another good question here. What is one of the Norse Norse version of a werewolf? I've talked about it on my show. I've talked about it on Williams, and I've talked about it on Jessica's. Could be. Not Ragnarok. Ragnarok is the end of all life. End of the world. Not Thor. What is one of the Norse versions? Oh, you're getting close, Kevin. You're close. You're very close. They're hard. I will admit, Kevin is extremely close. Not the berserkers. No, berserkers are the bear pelt ones. Not the berserkers. That is a hint I'll give you. But I will admit, Kevin is extremely close to getting it correct. In fact, if we can't get somebody to get the correct word, I may have to give Kevin that one. That is extremely close. Mm, nope, you were closer on the first one. Nope. You guys are betting right around it. I mean, you're almost getting it. I'll go ahead and give it to Kevin. He was the closest so far. The Ulfanar. Ulf means wolf in Norse. Ulfanar. Wolf bearskins. Or wolf. Oh my gosh, if I can even talk today. The skin wearers, they wear the skins of the wolf, the Ulfanar. Um, They believe they put on the skins and they drink the potion and chant and dance just right, and they transform into the wolf. They were very vicious in battle, but unlike the berserkers, they could think and they were very cunning. Berserkers are straight pure rage, where Ulfanar are more cunning. I'll give it to Kevin. Kevin, um, are we friends on Facebook? I'm trying to remember. Trying to talk Ghibli. Oh, yeah, your brain. Yeah, the Ulfanar. The Ulfanar are they're the wolf pelt wearers of the. They're close enough to the berserker race. David, it's good seeing you. Kevin, hit me up on Messenger, and I'll let you. You'll get the first pick on which book you want. So I'll need that and your address so I can mail it out to you when I get paid. So you'll end up getting your choices between Saga Grimson Book 1, the beginning. This is the only one that the artwork is not mine. This is the one I paid for. Saga Grimson Book 2, Black Death, based on the theory of the Dark Druids causing the Black Death. The prequel to the Saga Grimsons, Vanherian Guard, Book 1's House of Battle, which is based on the German werewolves of World War II. The historical fiction, the Mountain Man series called The Dolph's Land Beyond. Thank you, Roxanne. I'll get to it here in just a second. Or my sci-fi series, In Her Jar, Book 1, The Merchants. So hit me up on Messenger. Let me know which one you want. And I'll need your address. I'll sign it and get it out to you when I get paid. It's top of the hour, so let's watch a little video on Dark Angel Medical. If I can get this thing. Pretty soon I'll have my very own discount code for Dark Angel Medical. For now, use Cryptid20, which is DA Roberts. You go to darkangelmedical.com. They are the very best trauma and first aid kits that you can get on the market. You can use FSA and HSA to buy them. They also have Sezzle. So if you can't afford one outright, you use Sezzle, and that's how I buy mine, is off of Sezzle. And you'll be able to make payments and buy you some kits. If you go to YouTube or, let me pop it up here, Instagram, and look up Dark Angel Medical, he does videos showing you how to use his kits. I support him, and I advertise his product because I 100% believe in his product. It's product that I use in the field. It's products I keep in my truck. They are by far the very best trauma and first aid kits, and you're going to pay a little extra money for them, but they are kits for life. If you use it and you let Doc know what you did when you saved a life, he replaces what you use in that kit 100% free. He is the very first kit for life company that was out there. He is the OG when it comes to that. So go over there and order you some Dark Angel medical kits. Let Doc know I said hi, and you will not be disappointed. So Pigman, Woo. Pigman is a relatively new cryptid for me. I can't say it's not possible. Can't say that it is. I need to do some research on it. Unless you're talking about me, I mean, I like to eat. Yeah, for little Doc, dude. Kerry Pocket Doc Davis, that man is a genius when it comes to this stuff. Woo. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. My thoughts on Pigman is bacon. Yeah, I love my bacon. So, congratulations to Kevin. Kevin is the first winner of the book, signed books. So everybody congratulate him on his winning, and I'll come up with another question here in a momento. Here a little bit closer to the end of the show, and give everybody a chance to win another one. If I can freaking. Can't freaking type today. There we go. Finally. That's awesome, Kevin. That's fine, buddy. I've not had bacon since this morning. That gone mouse keep jerking around doing stuff I don't want you to do. Yep, I ran out. Yeah, I mean, I can't go without bacon. Woo. I've got to come up with another good question. No joke, man. Woo Rider's too busy chasing fast food. I'll tell you what, man. Activity seems to be running wild here recently. There's been even DA and I was talking about this the other day. Man, activity is going nuts right now. I can't do pickled pig's feet. Oh, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Ah, no, pickled eggs, pickled corn, yeah. Pickles pig feet and chicken feet. I can't do that. I'm not starving enough to be able to do that. So that keeps my heart from racing. Bacon is life. Oh, love live feet, especially on tostadas. Never met anyone who didn't like bacon. No pig's feet for me either. Nope. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'll let you slide on that one, Roxanne. But I don't know about you guys if you noticed it or not too, but there seems to be a lot of activity has been ramping up here lately. A lot. I don't know why that is. It's very interesting. But I've noticed it like even last weekend when I was out last Saturday. There was something trying to draw me, and I believe if I'd went for it, um, I don't believe I'd be sitting here talking to you right now. If I actually followed what was trying to drag me, talk me into coming into this area. I can't do it. Jose, it's good to see you, but I can't do pickled pig's feet. Or chicken feet. I just can't do it. A lot of my family can. I just was never. I like mountain oysters, fried mountain oysters, and I'll eat a couple handfuls of that before starts getting in my head what I'm actually eating. Then I'm done, but I can't eat it. Roxanne, I changed the live feet for fresh. Yeah, gosh dang, Bigfoot loves bacon. Bigfoot loves jerky. Pigman is legend from the New England area about a cruel pig farmer that was unalived and killed by the pigs and cursed to wander the earth as a pig man. Interesting. I need to look into that. I've heard it scuttlebutt from it from time to time. I just not really looked into it yet. That's dang, that thing jumped on me. That was a good one. Hey, scared, how's it going? Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, I mean, if you actually, I mean, like, so, yeah, if you guys recall when I was live, I'll be honest with you, before I even went live, I had a pull. Something was trying to get me to go to the west, to the other side of that creek bed. The very second I got to the location of the original encounter from 1974, as soon as I stepped foot out of my truck, it was like a strong pull to go down that creek bed. And I really, really wanted, because I knew I was going to see something if I go down there. And I fought and I fought and I fought and I fought that feeling. And then eventually it started going in my head. Something's trying to, something is trying to get me to come down there because they're trying to take me out. And so I'm glad I didn't. Holy crap, that was a butt whooping. And I know of a house I seen on a show where EVP was. I'm a pig man, and the photo taken in the basement had a swine head entity. Oh, I would like to see that. Yeah. I was. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I mean, that's what it's like investigating. We're out in the field is, it got to the point now. I don't know if you guys watched the thermal recording, but I was like, nah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I mean, that was my exact words, because you see me rushing around, grab my stuff. It's like, man, I got a feeling I need to get out of here, because that feeling was getting stronger and stronger. And the stronger the feeling got, the more I started thinking something is trying to unalive me. And eventually I started going, oh crap, I need to get to, because I was there by myself in an area that I don't know. So I hurried up, grabbing my GoPros up, almost fell and broke my damn neck. And then I'm getting in the truck, and all of a sudden I just get hit, and I paused for a second. And that's when I was, I need to get the fuck out of here. I had that. Ain't no way the Raiders going to beat KC tomorrow, woo. Was it? Which one was it, Urso? Never been to a Dogman barbecue, Fluffy on the Barbie. yeah. I didn't want to be on the Barbie. Yeah, I didn't want to be barbecued. Hell no. It is one of the very few times on an investigation that I actually felt that I was in danger. And and that's the key, and I've said this a lot. I do not recommend anybody going on investigations by themselves. And I'm trying not to be that way, even though that's what I've done for a very long time. I've always investigated this stuff by myself, but I'm starting to get to the point where I don't want to do these on my own. So I'm a lot more cautious now than what I used to be. And I just knew something bad was about to happen. Dude, you're U.S. military trained and know you're feeling something. Jose, thank you for subscribing. Awesome. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for subscribing. Um, that lets you know when somebody subscribes or donates to the channel. It lets a little deal off to let everybody know, and it helps me to keep track of it. You should have left instead of staying after dark. Listen to yourself when it's. Yeah, I did, Roxanne, and I knew I was still okay, but it did get to the point where that feeling changed extremely quickly, very very quickly, and that's when I said it's time to go, and I got the hell out of there. Okay, yeah, let me know, or so let me know. So, and that's key when I'm doing investigations by myself. I'm paying attention to my gut quite a bit. Yeah, I believe I was. I really believe I was, William, and I really do. I know my limits, and I know when it's time to go. And that is one of the quickest escalations I've ever had on an investigation. That was not a normal investigation for me. I've had investigations where they have escalated to the point that I needed to go. I've never had an investigation that escalated that quickly. I mean, it went from 0 to 100 in like seconds. It was so freaking quick on the escalation. That's when I knew it was time. I lost my thermal camera. My little thermal camera plugs into that. I've been trying to find it because I was in such a hurry to get the hell out of there that I didn't put it up properly like I normally do on all my investigations. So now I've got to come up $265 to replace my thermal camera. Yeah, that's what that is. That anytime somebody donates to the show, or anytime somebody subscribes, it lets me know up there, and I got a little cool music goes with it, rock and roll music, because I like rock and roll, and that helps me to know when somebody does it. In case I'm talking and I miss it, it lets me know. There we go. That's what I was looking for there. Yes, thank you for subscribing, Jose Sings. Thank you. I knew that was somewhere. I was just looking for it and I couldn't see it. Uh, um, so that was honestly, I hate to admit it, that's probably the scariest investigation I've ever been on my own. Extremely the scariest investigation I've ever been on my own. I've had some moments where it's like, this ain't cool. And then I had what I had last weekend. I'm not going back down there by myself ever again. I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to sound like a pansy. I am not going. There is something very dark and very evil about that area. I am not going to go back there by myself ever again. If I do, I believe I probably won't be seeing you guys again. So I'm not going to do it. I never thought I'd ever say that, but I said it. So I am trying to get more people to go on investigations with me. I've been working with DA. Me and DA is going to do some stuff on my own. I'm trying to get to where I can get some more people involved more often. But I have to be very, very picky about who I take out with me because it's not just my life I got to worry about, it's their life. Plus, I am very strict when it comes to investigations. I do not go on people's property without permission. I don't like it when people do it to me, so why would I do it to somebody else? So I have to be very careful on who I take with me. I would love to have you come out with me sometime, William. I would love it. Yes, that is the exact area that I had Jessica blind remote view that we did on her show. And I can tell you she was pretty damn accurate about what was going on there. that area there has seen a lot of death, a lot of death in that area. Um, I mean, a lot of Civil War battles was fought there. Amongst everything else that's happened there, that area has seen a lot of death. There's been a lot of blood spilled in that area. And that area has a lot of history. And I can tell you now, there is something dark and evil in that area. And that something was trying to get my attention. Yeah. Yeah, she did. She was pretty accurate on it. I mean, I give her credit 100%. She was very damn accurate on that remote view. Yeah. Um, I've been to a lot of haunted places. I've been to areas with supernatural entities. I've been to areas with cryptids. I've been to areas that's just been people trying to, be people and get a name for themselves. And I can tell you, I've not been to an area like I was last weekend where I was actually, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of here. That was my exact feeling, and that's why I rushed around and you won't see it on the videos, but I mean, I was constantly just doing this number right towards the end because I was like, dude, where's this thing coming from? I could feel it all around me. Freaky would move up there if not they will not let take my guns up there. Yeah. You bring where we're at. Take your guns where at. I'll say here in Missouri, shit, we're an open carry. We're a constitutional state. You can open carry here in Missouri. I love Missouri. I love being in Missouri. Oh, that's cool, Kevin. Yeah, the infrared that I use plugs into the bottom of my phone, which is all the thermal you've seen on my videos. I love that thing, and I bought it on sale. They had a sale going on, so I bought it for $180, and now it's going to cost me $265 to replace it. Only you, freaky. Oh, you guys are awesome. Oh, Canada? Yeah, yeah, I can't do that. I can't. I like Missouri too much, and I'm American by God. I'm gonna have to stay here. I just realized I didn't turn my LEDs on. What color do I want today? Now we'll do yellow. I wouldn't mind going to Canada and doing some investigations. I don't want to live there though. Too liberal for me. You're talking about last week is like I can see a dark cloud with something watching you from it. It just could be my man. No, I mean I can tell you that, dude. That was the feeling. There was so heavy. It was so heavy. It was actually jacking with my vision, and I was being extremely careful where I walked. Just not because of the train I was on, because it literally was jacking with my vision. That was how thick that energy and how heavy that energy was there. So I'd say he was probably really spot on to what you're talking about, Roxanne. Um, just because of that. I mean, I don't know. If I could live somewhere in the U.S., Alaska might be it, dude. I don't know. I'm up in the air. Alaska's got a lot of strange stuff, but Alaska would be a hell of a lot more dangerous when it comes to cryptids than it is down here too. So I got to keep that factor in there too. Um, but no, Roxanne, I think you're probably right. I mean, and even snow, it took snow a week to settle down. He's still not 100% settled down since I came back from that investigation. So, Let me think here. Okay. Second question of the day, being we're an hour and a half into this. The investigation last weekend, what was I investigating? Oops, crap. What was I investigating last weekend? I'll give it to you. It was a where most likely my feelings is it was a werewolf, but it's labeled as a werewolf slash dog man. Um, but yes, my feelings a werewolf. So congratulations, Roxanne. You are the winner. Um, Same thing with you. Message me. Give me two different books in case Kevin picks the book. Your first one. Give me two book ideas and then your address. And as soon as I can get it signed, I'll get it mailed up to you. And congratulations, Roxanne. Um, Eric Moe is on short list to move to. I love it here in Missouri. We're a very big constitutional state. We're spearheading a lot of stuff that's going on. I love it here in Missouri because freaky. It's the description of it. It is either a dogman or werewolf. The fact it doesn't have a tail leads me to the werewolf. For some reason, I can't see you on the investigations in my mind like I was there all week long. No kidding. I don't know yet. I'll have to get with Kevin to see which one he wants Roxanne. So just give me a couple ideas, and then if your first one is the one that he picks, then I'll give you your second one, and I'll let you know. Can't. Oh, if it don't have a tail, somebody docked it. First, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, your choices are Kevin. The Saga Grimson Book One, The Beginning, which is the very first book that I wrote. Saga Grimson Book Two, Black Death. Vangerian Guard Book One, House of Battle. The Einharyar Book One, The Emergence, and The Dolph's Land Beyond. Laugh out loud. They have a nubby. Somebody called their tail. That would be. Oh my god! Now you got my brain going nuts, Don. I'm thinking of watching a dog man with a little nub. It's a good boy. That would be funny. Oh my god! Now I can't get that thought out of my head. Thanks, Don. No, I was not talking to you, knothead. You're being very needy today. Spoilt little brat. What you are? You're a spoilt brat. Yeah, a lot of Roddies have a nub. What? No, you're too big. You're too big, butthead. Pain in my butt. You are a pain in my butt. You know that? You are definitely a pain in my butt. I'm going to have to put you down here for a second because I'm trying to do something. And you're way too big to be in my arms. All right. There, I held you. Hop down. Oh, watch it. You might be a little weird. That's what she said. Oh my gosh. Can't deny that one could be born without a tail. Cats born. Yeah. It's good seeing you, Smurfy. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you credit on that one. I'll give you credit. I mean, that is possibility. Yeah. So I don't know. Me and DA, we're going to go out there here soon. He wants to go back to that creek bed real bad. And about 4 miles in there was the recent encounter. So I still got to check that area out. Of course, me and him's going up to Moon Valley. And there's some other places that me and him's going to go to too. Logistics and money has been one thing that's been kind of hard for us to get around together on. Our schedules has just been conflicting with each other. But yeah, we'll be getting up there. But after my incident last weekend, DA's like, I want to go to that area. I was like, yeah, I want to go back too, but I don't want to go back alone. I'm not going back to that place alone again. And so I am my Patreon page. I've redone it. I no longer have 3 tiers. I only have one, and it's $3 a month. As I'm going through my videos from my GoPros, I am posting them onto my Patreon. That way, it gives a chance to look at the GoPro videos. You never know when I might miss something. You guys may catch something. Right now, I've not caught anything visually, but I've heard some strange walkings around that GoPro, and this is during times I know I was in that general area and didn't see nothing. Yeah, it's considered a mutation. Yeah. What is going? It jumped on me. So I give people a chance on that, and every time I work on a book, every time I update it, I just currently updated the Ulfar the Barbarian book that I was working on. I've done a little bit on it today. So the new updated version is on my Patreon, but I do anytime I'm working on my book, a book, so that is on my Patreon as well. Yeah. I need a cameraman. Smurfy, I was thinking about that the other day. I really do need my own cameraman. So I don't have money to pay people to do that type of stuff because I do not charge people to do investigations. I've never charged anybody to do investigations. I'm not about to start right now. So I do not get paid. Every investigation I go on costs me money. I do not get paid to do my investigations. I'm a big believer in I'm trying to help somebody out. Why do I want to profit from their misfortune? I mean, I'll try to argue with them about paying me, but if they push me long enough, I'll take it just to out of respect for them. But most of 99% of the time, I do not receive any money for any. Even the paranormal investigation I did with DA at the Shade Beaver Bar and Grill in Everton, Missouri, case number 001, I did not charge them. I did not charge them for that investigation. So paying somebody to do that type of stuff is hard for me to do, and that's probably going to be why it's hard for me to get a crew together to do that type of stuff. I do need a cameraman. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but if I've got something following me, the last thing I'm looking at is making sure my video content's good, because I'm like, I want to know what the hell's coming after me. So yeah, you'll know whenever something's got my attention because my camera goes to the ground. And there's a lot of time I'm looking at the ground because that's where I'm looking. So when I'm doing this stuff, I try to keep the camera where my eyes are, so you guys seeing or what I'm seeing. So in North Carolina, else I'd say I'm an empath and can do a few things, but I'm too far. Didn't do that Rumble, I guess. Yeah, I did Rumble. I was on Rumble. Yeah. Yeah, I was live for 2 hours on Rumble. Yeah, someone was. Yeah. Yeah, I need someone to. I'm a slow runner right now. Yeah, I definitely need somebody to run slower than I am. I know what you mean. Despise those people on YouTube recording themselves helping others. I love recording myself helping others, but I'm not a big fan of taking money from people for doing it. I mean, if they push it hard enough, I'll do it out of respect for them. But I usually try to tell them, I mean, keeping it. I don't do it for money. Yes, I had Rumble a nice while ago. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. Yeah, you probably were, Richard. I'm trying to fix it. For some reason, it has me on 2 accounts, so I was working on that a little bit ago, off and on throughout the day, trying to fix that. And for some reason, I can't log into the other account. There are chest mount rigs you can get for recording from your phone. They're not too pricey, but at least it could record hands. I need to look in. I was thinking about that, Smurfy. I need to look into that. And there's some more stuff. I buy slowly as I get a little extra money. I'm buying things to help me out on investigations. I've got to replace my thermal. Unless I can find out what happened to my thermal, I've got to replace it. So that's next on my list is to buy the replacement thermal that I lost this weekend. It's got to be somewhere in the house, but I'm afraid my dog probably thought it was something to eat and he swallowed it. I can't find it. Yeah, you know what I mean. People on YouTube helping others to elevate themselves. Yeah. Sadly, yes, Murphy. That's what people do. I hate to say it, but yeah, you're right. Filet mignon, mashed taters, gravy biscuits. Yeah, I had steaks. Yeah, I had steaks for dinner. Tomorrow I'm going to have cheddar and jalapeno brats. But yeah, I'm a believer. I love video on my investigations to show you guys this type of stuff because some of y'all can't get out on investigations, and I get that. In a way, I'm hoping my videos help some of you that's very interested in stuff that can't out and get do it. Kind of live it through that way. Plus, it also shows you what I kind of do. My investigations are different than a lot of other people's. I don't base my investigations what's done on the boob tube. I'm sorry. Boob tube investigations are made to create drama, to draw in people. Mine is 100% raw. What you see is what you get. And unlike people on the boob tube, I'll be honest with you, you're not always going to find something. You're not always going to have something happen to you. Last weekend, you can count it as lucky having something happen or not because of the incident. But, we got lucky last weekend, and there was actually some very interesting stuff that happened. Crossing the road the other day, a lady hit the bottom and as we got to the other side, I said, "Thank you for hitting the bottom." She jumped. Oh, yeah, they are, Roxanne. They are. What I'd want for forest outings is the automatic shoulder weapon. No joke, dude. Yes, no joke. I hope I'm better. Yeah, and it's all right. Yeah. Oh, button, not bottom. I'm sorry. Did I read that wrong? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I did. I did read that. Sorry about that, Smurfy. Crossing the road the other day, a lady hit the button. As we got to the other side, I said, "Thank you for hitting the button." She jumped. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I was talking about food for a second. Yeah, I like my brats. But I am slowly getting more and more stuff. I don't know what happened, but I lost my audio. I was looking for my audio, and I just don't know what happened to it. I really I have no clue what happened to it because I've been wanting to go over that audio from my parabolic mic, and I know I downloaded it, and I know I saved it into the sound area, but I can't find it in my videos. I can't find it in my sound area. I actually have no idea where the hell my audio went to. And it's kind of upsetting me a little bit. Cause like, damn it. If you talk louder, you'll find it. I'm not even talking loud. It's aggravating, man, because I'm wondering what I caught on my parabolic mic. And I just can't find it. It's aggravating the holy living crap out of me. It really is. This picture here is the closest representation I can to what both witnesses saw. Both back in 1974 and a couple months ago. This is the closest rendition I can come up with what both people saw on their encounters. I checked it, Dawn. But this is another reason why I'm leaned really towards werewolf versus dogman. Yeah, I gotta check again, man. I know I saved it. I really know I. So I just got to figure out what the hell happened to it. But I checked my downloads. I checked everything, and for some reason, and I just can't find it. Yeah, it's dark here, and you're only like a hop, skip, and a jump from where I am, Roxanne. Yeah, it's dark here. You're just north of me a little bit. It's even darker when your eyes are when you close your eyes. Hey, Tim, how's it going? If I saw that thing, I'd quit drinking, dude. Yeah, and you can see why I'd lean more towards the werewolf encounter on this investigation than I do the dogman. Every part of this, the no tail, the lack of hair on the chest and the ab, and the large amount of hair on the shoulders and the head and the groin, and somewhat of hair on the arms. Every bit of this screams werewolf. Even the remote view, every bit of it screamed werewolf, and that's why I'm kind of leaning towards that. Yeah, it's dark here though. I need to get my parabolic mic out. The reason why I didn't last night because these damn goats are staying on my damn porch for some reason. Be dark at 5 soon. Hate that crap. Yeah, I mean it's dark when I get home and it's dark when I go to work now. Go out there completely ask them to repeat themselves. No kidding. That definitely make you have a change of clothes, dude. If I'm not gonna lie, dude. Yeah, I'm a Marine grunt NCO. There's very little in this world that actually scares the crap out of me. If I had the encounter that these two people had, I would definitely be having to change my shorts. Yep. Oh my God, Smurfy, that's awesome. Yeah, that is coming up, ain't it? That is so stupid. Only white man thinks he can change the time of day. That's mean, but it's freaking hilarious. No kidding, Tim. I would have to too. I may have to start wearing the pins when I go on investigations. Maybe they are staying there because something is. That's what I'm thinking, Don. Honestly, that is what I'm thinking. It seems like every time I start having a lot of activity around here, them dang things are up on my porch. And then when the activity's low, they're not on my porch. So it leads me to believe you're probably right on that. Yeah, time to get rid of retarded time change. It is very much time. I've been attacked by 5 medium to large dogs. I can imagine one 7 foot. Well, I know, right? I mean, holy crap. Fingers crossed we stop that this year. There has been talk that past 10 years we might. Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for it myself. I mean, I'm sorry. The BS excuse they had because of the farmers needing it to help them wake up. BS. For thousands of years, people have been waking up at sun up or to the rooster crowing. What makes you think you can come in and pass some deal and it's going to change that? They're still going to crow at the exact same time every single day. No matter what time of the day you're calling it, they're going to crow at the exact same time. Yeah, I've been attacked by dogs too, man, but a 7 footer, I'm trying to avoid to be a steamy pile of poo on the forest floor. I really don't want to be a steamy pile of poo on the forest floor. Yeah. Yeah, daylight savings. Yeah. Exactly. Man created time. Let's be honest. Man created time. Time has no reality to it. Man created it. I was at a house and a fight broke out and 2 dogs attacked. Oh man, the time change is not good for those who take meds same time every day. Yeah, I never really thought about that. That makes a lot of sense, Freaky. Actually, damn, dude. Yeah, I've had to get in the middle of something like that before. That's not fun, dude. That is not fun, or so. Oh God, no, that's not fun. So I don't know, man. Oh, we're already almost at an hour and 50 minutes. Wow, this has been going by great today. Has anybody else had any more encounters this week they want to share? In Dogman territory, bring the big dehydrated pig here. He'd find him a toss. Yeah, or some doggy treats. Hell yeah, man. Urso still wearing my ripped up clothes. Oh no. It's even more fun stopping at. Oh, dude, Roxanne, no joke. Them little demons. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Smurfy for a second thought you said being the biggest, not drinking. Yeah, man, dude, that is some of the worst stuff. I hate having to do that. Because then you accidentally get bit, and then you gotta, insert your authority, and they're all like, "Oh, what the hell did I do?" Saw a cool jellyfish clouds today. No kidding, Tim. That's interesting, actually. Huh? What was it? What did they look like? Or if you're on the offense, show them the nail clippers. Yeah, no kidding. I know 5 adult cats, 5 1-year-old kittens, then the teen years. Oh God, yeah, that cats definitely have their terrible twos. Do you know what the clippers are and look like? Oh my gosh. But yeah, man. So what I'm really curious of what your jellyfish clouds look like today, Tim. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Been getting a lot here in Colorado. Weird clouds. Interesting. It's not the normal stuff like it comes off the mountain. So this is something completely different. Makes you wonder what the hell's going on, dude. I seen a weird tan, really long coyote looking thing, has tracking head down and scrunched up in the middle and walking funny, but looked really long. It probably wasn't a coyote. That, I never thought about that until you said something. You guys are getting messing with my head today. Oh my gosh. Get a perm. that is that is it. Now I'm trying to picture what one would look like with a haircut. And one with a perm. No, it's not. You guys are awesome, man. Um, can you imagine the scream of that thing going in for a Brazilian wax? Oh, you guys are a hoot, man. You guys are great. I love the hell out of you guys. Got Bigfoot hair from the waist down. That is a scary thought, dude. Hell yeah. I got me a couple new toys in. Damn Cecil got me. Went on Scallywag. Cecil got me. So I got that one there. That one's going to be attached to my LBV. And I got this one here. New stuff to take out on investigations with me. A little bit easier to pack around. A little bit sturdier. But yeah, I got damn Cecil got me. You did get called smutty. I was wondering if he was going to catch that. I was wondering if he's going to catch that. You sure did, buddy. Oh my gosh. Leave it to Roxanne. I know. I thought it was freaky at first. I had to recheck the name. Yeah, this one here. Um, I like how thick the back. Really, this is kind of heavy, and the backing it's kind of thick. So I mean, it ought to hold up to some good punishment. And then I got to have my dagger. So that's why I had to get a dagger, which this is going to set on my LBV right here. But I got to have the dagger. That's for quick use only. Yeah, DA won't have a show tonight, but he should be having one tomorrow night. If you guys ain't following DA, you definitely need to. I need to get Williams back up here again. Give me a second. I'm done with this one. Yeah, DA will not have a show tonight. But if you ain't following him, go to DX Machina on YouTube. He's also an author. Find him on Amazon and his books. He's got great books. DA Roberts. Give him a follow. Let me get back up here to Williams. I got sidetracked and get a chance to talk about it. If you ain't following my good friend William Nighthawk, go to YouTube and look up William Nighthawk 6630. I'm on shows with him quite a bit too. All these people I recommend watching their stuff on YouTube. They're very good people. They have a lot of good information. Co-host of DX Machina, Robbie Rip Range. Him and Johnny have a show called What's Really Out There, and he'll tell you it's DX Machina light, and they have really good shows, really good shows. I was on her show last week. She was on mine. Jessica Jones, a cryptid hunter herself. Go to YouTube and look up the Cryptid Huntress. She does some really good shows. No, a standard flashbang canister, easy online. Wow. Yeah, my good friend, author, actor, Jesus Payon Jr., he has some really good stuff. Go to YouTube, look up Breaking Discoveries or Breaking Bigfoot. Anytime he has something worth posting, he does post it. He doesn't post all the time, but he has some really good stuff. Rechargeable ones, huh? That's interesting, or so. I'm always a good boy. You just don't think I am. William is, yeah, Tim. William is solid. William is one solid dude. I am truly blessed um, to have ran across William and be a co-host on his show. Ear piercing screech, bright blinding flashes. Wow. I need to look that up. I really do need to look that up. What are they called again, Urso? That may be something I need in an old crap moment. But like I said, Kevin, Roxanne, message me. Let me know what books you're interested in. I'll get them signed. And as soon as I get paid, I'll get them out to you. And tomorrow I'll do 3 more giveaways. Oh, rechargeable flashbangs? Oh, okay. You know what? I think I actually have heard of something about that. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay. Yeah, I need to look into that. That'd be good for an oh shit moment. Yeah. That'd definitely be good. But I am kicking around getting some Wi-Fi cameras. I'm just really skeptical about them. But we'll see. I kicked them around doing that. You know, my biggest fear is they're going to hack into that, which hacks into my Wi-Fi, which gives them access to the stuff in my house. Although I did finally get my automatic kitty litter box cleaner. The thing works pretty good though. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Or so honestly, that was exactly what popped in my head. And every second counts in a situation like that. Every freaking second counts. So, you guys, thank you for joining me today. I'll be on William's show in the morning with the morning brew, and then we'll have my formal show, The Bizarre and the Unknown, where I'm going to do Q&As tomorrow. I have been extremely exhausted and extremely busy this week. So I haven't had time to research a topic. So I figured, what the heck, I'll do a Q&A tomorrow. So tomorrow's show at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, The Bizarre and the Unknown, will be a Q&A with me. So I hope to see you guys there. To the winners, Kevin, Roxanne, congratulations once again. Be ready for tomorrow. I have 3 more books to give away tomorrow. You guys helped me to get to the 500. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much. I'm truly blessed and honored for every single one of you guys to follow me. I have some of the greatest subscribers in the world that follows me on here, and I'm truly thankful for every single one of you. Let's continue building this amazing universe. Hey, Dario, how's it going, buddy? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Roxanne. Everybody give a hand to Roxanne, my moderator. She does one hell of a job. I was trying to remember if it was Robin who was wanting else to be a moderator or not. I got to get with her to find out. I can't remember who it was offered last week. I meant to write it down and I forgot. So I'll have to get with her and see if that is. Am I winning though? Damn, that's hard to compete against WWE, though. Oh, damn, that's hard to do. But hey, I got you all here watching. I'm doing something. So, you guys have, peace, love, and blessings to every single one of you guys. Be safe out there. I'll be having more investigations coming live. I've got some more content that's going to be coming out. I need to make some more videos, so I'll get some more videos done. If you ain't a member of my Patreon, go to Patreon, look up the Bizarre and the Unknown. Oh crap, I don't have my code book with me. Where's my code book so I can put up the Patreon one? N4UPD, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Bizarre and the Unknown universe. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear you in my chats and see what you got to bring with us. And everybody, like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to. Oh, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Roxanne. I'm not going. I'm not going to put that one up. You can find me on X at the Bizarre and the Unknown, Patreon, the Bizarre and the Unknown, Twitch, the Bizarre and the Unknown, and Rumble, the Bizarre and the Unknown. If you're not, you can actually click on these links in the chat deal, and then it'll take you straight to them. I'll have all my books that I work on is going to be on there. Anything I do on investigation video wise will be on there. So it's $3 a month. I'm trying to work on that and make it better. So I'll be doing some more short videos soon. And until then, until tomorrow, guys, once again, peace, love, and blessings. And thank you all.
Reken je niet meer morgen